Hey, yo, what's up? It's Jeff Lewis. I'm saying out here with my bro.
Know what I mean?
Y'all watching BCTV, man.
Sir.
Let's get it poppin'.
What's good, everybody? This is Big right here. And y'all, if y'all know me, y'all already know who this is. To my right, it's my brother Jeff Lewis. I hold not too many people super close, but this is somebody who is legitimately like my brother. So it's like my honor to really be able to document this for you, man. Cause I seen you from the bottom. And now we're getting there, man. And we just took another step. We're gonna get into it in the interview, but I had to show you love, dog.
Nah, man, listen, dog. I first of all, for those of y'all who don't know, this dude, man, like, bro, I appreciate just the man you are and the person that you're going to be. Like, it's real rare for you to have homies that are, number one, like-minded as far as doing what they say they're gonna do. Number two, keeping that integrity and making sure that you always spread that love, dog. You're like I tell you all the time, bro. Like, I don't even know if I would be part of the person I am if I didn't have that relationship. If I didn't have you to be like, yo, this is what it is, and this is how you gotta do it. And I just appreciate the opportunity. Like when you hit me like, yo, I'm trying to do the vid. I'm like, oh, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the love that you showed towards my grind, bro, 100 times more, a million times more, matter of fact, I showed towards yours, man, because I really believe that this is the start to something amazing, dog.
Love. So let's start it off here. Like, what does the game of basketball mean to you?
What does it mean to me? It's like different ways you can answer that question. A lot of people are like, yo, it's a safe haven. It's a, you know what I mean, this is my escape place. I don't see it as that for me. I see it as a way of expressing the talent that, the Father has given me. That's one thing that, we both have in commonality, is that we understand that Jesus is our source. I see it as a way of like being able to express yourself in a way that not a lot of people can. Like, we always talk about like, yo, this person's style of game, this person, I see it as like, yo, people play their personality. You know what I mean? And when I'm on the court, it's just like, hey, that's how I feel. Like, it's like, hey, I'm not escaping from anything. I don't have anything to escape from. I'm not facing anything crazy. And the game to me, it's just a way of expression. That's how I see it.
So, when you did officially start playing, it was like high school, right?
Freshman year. That's the first time I ever suited up.
So, what was your game like back then?
I couldn't shoot, couldn't dribble. All I really could do, to keep it honest, was run, block your shot, give you a tough two-hand layup or slam. Like, I couldn't really do anything. I was just energetic. I didn't really know a lot about the game. Freshman year, it was just for me, it was like, all right, this is the starting point of something that I believe could be a great journey.
I remember we were at, what tournament were we at? And we played.
In Willingboro?
No.
It was St. Benedict's.
Yeah,
it was in Willingboro at the JFK.
Yeah, we played St. Benedict's. Apparently, it was like the #1 team. Like, we was getting a lot of hype.
Smoked them boys, yo.
But we smoked them. But the funniest part of that game was my man. I forget I think he grabbed a rebound, a defensive rebound. He was on his butt, on the floor, and he shot.
Oh, that was Houston.
This man shot it from his butt, from the floor. He shot it on the wrong hoop. Like, this is stuff that you can't make up, man. But like, I say that because like I remember those freshman year times where it's like, dang, like, yo, you could jump and you can run, but it's like, man, like, what's it gonna be like when you put it together? So, what kind of work did you have to put in to be able to get to where you are now?
It's a lot of work that goes into it. I mean, like, I had to, like, honestly, like, one thing, like, going back to my pop, one thing he always taught me, like, before you point the finger at other people, you gotta sit and, like, realize yourself. Like, I had to learn what it was like to dribble, learn what it was like to shoot, learn what it was like to be, like, mentally tough. And that's all Tyler, bro. I appreciate you for that. Jay Black really is the one that had me in the gym, like, listen, we need to do this, we need to, you know what I mean?
Nowadays, a lot of people call work ethic the grind, right? So, like, when you think about the grind, like, what comes to mind for you?
Sacrifice. That's a major part. I think, like, it's two different types of grind. I think you got the grind that you want people to see. Some people grind that way. But then you have those who grind it is strictly for the purpose of I'm getting what I want to get done. And I think like the grind can be played down by a lot of people. Like some people don't. It takes being told no. Like you have to be told no. That's a part of the grind. You gotta. It's everything goes into it. The way you carry yourself. That's something my bro Tyler taught me. Like, and him and his brother Kyle, they're like overseas right now, killing. And when I first met them, the biggest thing they told me is like, hey, it's not just the way what you do on the court. That's a part of your grind, but it's the way you carry yourself as a man, and that plays a big part into it as well. It's just every day being relentless at it, even when you don't want to do it. Like we was talking earlier, like you was like, yo man, sometimes you gotta get the worst part out the way. Running, bro. Oh my God. Lord, man.
I hate running just running.
Yeah, like just when you like it's like, yeah, when I was going back, I was like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, like, even when you don't want to do it, I think that's the real grind. Because man, it's easy to do something you want to do it, but it's like on that day when you don't really feel like waking up, that's the grind for me. And Coach Price, which is my guy, that is my guy. Like I have never met another coach like just the conversations we had, and it's like the fact that he can take the stance from a coach to being a big brother to just different avenues of life. And we would talk about, I'm like, Coach, I'm gonna win, man, I'm gonna do that third, and pop, like da. It's like all these things I see, and they allowed me to have an amazing season. Of course, like you have to make sacrifices. Like I thought I was gonna be on the wing, but actually it was a benefit that I ended up playing, all around again, because it made me realize different things about my game that could actually, benefit me. But after that season, I had told them I got accepted into Liberty, and they was like, hey, listen, if you feel like this is a good decision for you, then go, and you'll be okay. And I appreciate them for that support, because that led me to something that actually got me even further. But it's like I get down there, and they're like, yo, they give me the runaround for 2 weeks. I'm like, listen, clearly I'm the best player that was in this tryout. Like, everybody knows it. Like, I had people coming up to me, like, after the trial, like, yo, bro, congrats. Like, the grad assistant, 2 of them was like, yeah, we're going to call back. You're definitely coming back. You'll be all right. So 2 weeks go by, I don't see anything back. Then they sent out an email like, yeah, Doodle have one spot on the team. We're not going to pick anybody up. Like, I was ready to go off. I'm like, man, what? Like, you was never tell me this, and then do this, da-da-da-da. So I picked up my Bible, and I started reading David. And then my dad called me, and he was like, yo, what happened? And I told him, he said, all right, so you know what you got to do, right? And I was like, well, not really. He was like, okay, well, you go and you make a door for yourself. Like, they have managers, right? I said, yeah. He said, all right, go down there and tell them you want to manage this spot. Now, my mind was like, man, you trying to get nobody's water boy? But then I said, stop. Hadn't opened my Bible yet. Looked at it. David was a shepherd. He tended to the sheep before he became this crazy ruler, before he did all these different things. I would wake up, have it 7:15, be in that gym at 5:45, be in that gym, hours up before class, take a shower, go to class, go back, get something to eat, class for the rest of the day, then go manage practice. Then after that, Miles would shoot, or Ethan would shoot, rebound for them for like 30 minutes, whatever the case may be, leave there, do homework again, wait till like 10:30, 11, so the gym would just be empty, go in there, turn the gun on, and just work, bro. And all these things, like, they correlated to everything. It's like, that's a roadblock. Like, people don't, and it's like, I wasn't seeing that it was a door being open at the time. All I was seeing was like, yo, this is a serious roadblock. It's in the way. Like, it's messing up my mental. I'm in here every day sacrificing. In my mind, of course, a competitor was like, listen, I'm better than y'all, than a lot of y'all on this team. Like, y'all didn't even put y'all work in, and it's messing with you, but you got to fight that. And Coach Vince Walden, I'll never forget, it was after this one game, I think it was before the break, and I was just in there shooting. And it was like probably like around like 12 a.m., 1 in the morning, because he, like, after the games were over, coaches stayed and he figured out what's going on. Came in, we worked on shooting for like 2 hours, bro, till like 3 in the morning. And then I got a call Christmas, the day after Christmas, because remember, you had went with me. They had a game on break, and I was like, yo, go to Princeton with me so I can manage this game. I don't know why I went, I just went. So I get a call the day after Christmas, and like, hey, listen, we got injured, like a lot of injuries. We want you to come back and get on the squad. So I'm like, oh, all right, cool. This is an opportunity. Great, boom. Get there, and as soon as I get that call, like, I'm feeling like, oh, I'm here. It's a wrap. Get back down there on Christmas Eve, And I'm sitting in my room, and I'll never forget this. Like, and I'm never the person to be like, oh, the Lord told me this, or God said this. Like, I will never forget this, bro. I'm sitting there, on this whole campus, supposed to be like 20,000 students by myself. And I'm in my dorm, and I'm like, dang, it's just me bringing in the new year by myself. Like, I'm looking at the countdown, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And like, clear as day, like, the Lord was like, yeah, it's just gonna be me and you this year. So I'm like, what? Like, all right, cool, that's great. You know, as long as we get to where we gotta go, as long as I get to where I wanna go. And a week later, practicing with the team, in Chipotle, it's me, Joe, Andrew, Maz. No, me, Ethan, Andrew, Maz, sitting there eating. And they come to me, calm as day. He's like, Coach always comes to me like, yo, listen, man, we need you to go back to being a manager. You know, it's nothing that you did here. It's just, you know, like, it's credits that didn't come with you from GCC. So I'm like, what? I go back in my room. Then I get a call from my uncle out in Detroit, Greg Davis. He's like, yo, nephew, what's up, man? I'm like, listen, man, this, that, and third, blah, 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 blah. So I tell him, he's like, all right, you got one night. I was like, what you mean? I said, you got one night. Call him whatever you want. Throw stuff around, whatever you can. Just make sure you put stuff back so you don't get, you know what I mean, you don't get in trouble. So you're like, yo, you got one night. And then we wake up tomorrow, go after the dream and keep going. Because he said, see, the 3 things. Either it's not in the will of God for you to do, he said, which none of us believe. Either it's not there, or it's not this year. And it turned out being the second option, which is not being there. And when I had left Liberty, I came back home, and we had to make the decision, like, as a family. I was like, all right, cool, I can't go back. And that whole year I was out of school, and I stepped away from the game. And I was like, man, like, I don't even know what to do no more. And then I knew something had to change. I knew I had to get back when I started working at the Banana Republic. Like, I would never, yo, bro. It's like, man, I was waking up every day, like, grateful for the people I met and the relationships I built. But I'm waking up like, man, it's not even, I don't even know what to say about this. And I was like, yo, I gotta get back. So I hit Jay Black up, like, bro, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. He's like, listen, man, I'm waiting for you to come back to the gym, start grinding him again, start getting better. And then the next thing is, like, spring comes and I'm trying to get back into school. Like, this is a whole year to pass. I'm trying to get back into school, but I don't have my transcripts. I'm being told on my transcripts. I'm being told this and the third, blah, blah, blah. And it's like all these different things coming at me. I'm reaching out to coaches, like, on the phone, like, hey, trying to do this and the third. Like, Tyler's reaching out to people for me. Jay Black is reaching out to people for me. And Coach Walden, he had went down to IMG at the time, so he would tell me bits and pieces here what to do. And it's like all these different things. I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, and I'm, bro, like, door after door is being shut in my face. That was the biggest roadblock for me, the fact that I didn't believe in myself. But now, as I go on this journey, and I understand who I am as a man, and I understand who I am with what I want to be in my dreams, dog, it's like roadblocks, they can't do nothing that you don't allow them to do. They really can't. So that's just how I view them, yo. Roadblocks they're what you make them. Now, roadblocks aren't a thing to you. Now it's like, when I wake up in the morning, you can tell me the world is going to end. All right, cool. That's great. Hey, I'm going to be back after I get this stuff done today, but if I don't see you again, I got love for you, because it's like your mindset gets built. It's like you being in a mental weight room, it gets you stronger, dog. And roadblocks, I would say, me being told no 1,000 times has made me so much more appreciative of the one opportunity. And there's another scripture in the Old Testament, like, God will make your enemies your footstool. Like, what does a footstool do? It lifts you up. All these roadblocks have lifted me up, bro. And I will not have it any other way, dog. So that's how I view them all. Every roadblock I face is to lift me up. And the next one, just to get me closer to the next step.
All right, so you talked about getting that one opportunity. So recently, you kind of gotten a good opportunity. So just describe that, and like that moment where, you know, you made the call and you realized that it was actually a thing.
At the beginning of November, I had got a chance to meet one of the former assistant coaches at Cheney. And, you know, I took all my paperwork up there. He was like, all right, we can get you in. He's like, do this, that, and the third for you, blah, blah, blah. We might have some stuff for you. So I'm like, okay, cool. So, long story short, I ended up going up to meet the head coach. He was with me that day. We went up to meet the head coach, and it was just a great vibe, a great atmosphere, a great feel. And it was like, it's funny because I, like, in my prayers, I'm like, all right, God, like, you know, I want a coach that is like, you know, that sees where it could go, and as far as like, you know, my career and my passion for the game, and to help bring a winning culture. And that's exactly what Coach Morris is looking to do at Cheney. My dad comes like, man, listen, all you need to do is when you make a decision, make your decision the right decision. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, you know what I mean? Great. So sit there, start praying again. Then you call me like, yo, listen, dog, whatever you feel like the right decision is for you, you just make the decision. And I prayed one more time, and then the Lord was like, it gave me like that peace of Cheney. And when I made the decision, I told Coach Morris what I wanted to do. And on January 3rd, we go up there, get all the paperwork and everything filled in, and I'll be playing there, man. It's just like I said, bro, every no was worth it. And not only for now, but for the future too, because there's always going to be no's wherever you go. There's always going to be no's. But you know, definitely looking to win, and definitely trying to bring that win tradition back, and to be fun. I'm eager, but I'm so like, it's like I have like this dead shot tunnel vision that everything is going to get done. Like, so it's going to be good to finish on my academic career as well as my athletic career, and definitely hopefully be playing against some good competition, and also some people that we played against high school. For me now, instead of quantity over quality, like quality, whatever that phrase is, it's the time production. Like, time management and time production is different. Like, I can sit out of time and be like, all right, I'm gonna study from 2 to 4 and have a book in front of me and not be productive. So now it's like, all right, that production in time is something that's definitely maximized for me. Like, you know, like a lot of dudes be in the weight room for like 2 hours. Like, no, if you do what you gotta do, you get it done at your pace, you go, and you know if you worked hard. Everything changed, man. Especially the main part being just a mindset and renewing my mind every day. Shout out to my bro Marcus Valentine. Like, you know, like, it just renewing my mind every day, man, and making sure that I am where I need to be spiritually, number one, mentally, and then physically, and everything else that adds up.
Nah, man, really want to thank you for taking out your time.
Nah, it's never a thanks needed, man.
Nah, for real, like, taking out your time to support, like, my goals as well. You know, just like I always support you, you always support me, so it's never like I feel a burden to do. Like, you know, I love supporting you, you know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you, like I always tell you, man, like, you're somebody who has successes and you've had falls, but the difference between you and a lot of people is, like, you don't cower. Like, you don't, like, crawl up in a ball and cry when you fail at something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get back up. You know, it's another testament to you as a man. Like, you can get all the advice in the world. You could seek out any leader in the world and they can pour into you, but it's ultimately you that has to make that decision, like you talked about, to bring yourself up, brush yourself off, and keep going. And you made that decision, and that's why you got this opportunity. And I know you're gonna kill because you put in the work. Like you said, you know, like JP told you, David had to fulfill all these other duties before he got to his ultimate goal. So, not to say that there's never ever going to be another robot, because you know there is, but right, you know how to react now. Those are your trials. That's what God put you through in order to do this. So, nah, thank you.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's Jeff Lewis. Y'all tune in to BCTV. Ville made.